Hello everyone, today we will deal with volumes. In previous issues we talked about price movements, about trends, about technical analysis in general. Yes, the next item after price movements, yes, the formation of candlesticks. These are volumes which we reflect the number of bitcoins traded at the moment. Yes, there's a day, an hour. How can we determine? Yes, the time frame can change. Maybe a week. For example, this week there was but traded here. I look at 1,000,000 bitcoins at the moment, yes, 1.100. Bought, sold. To understand the volumes, you need to know about the 4 possible movements in the market. Yes, the 4 possible trades that can happen they are divided into two categories. Bull trades, short trades, long trades are bull trades that are set up. That is, a person buys expecting. Bitcoin's price increase, human, robot, it doesn't matter. Yes, that is, algorithmic trading is also quite developed at present he buys when it opens, and when closing a long trade he sells. A short trade is for a drop. When opening a short trade, the exchange issues Bitcoin to the trader. Well, speaking roughly, yes, the broker issues Bitcoin to the trader and he sells it. Then chooses to what price to buy. You understood? Yes, it turns out the short trade needs to be sold. That is, he creates short pressure, downward pressure when opening short trades. And to close a short trade means to buy. That is, when closing a short. When closing the orders of people who bet on a drop, the price will rise because shorts are closing. And closing a short is buying. I hope you figured it out. In general, we will analyze it separately in a separate video. I think this point in terms of volumes also can track trends. Yes, that is, in the presence of a strong long trend, the volume will increase. Yes, that is, for example, as is happening now, or as it happened on the contrary, in a short trend. Last year, yes, there was a high volume. Yes, it increased, the decline accelerated and the volume increased. Yes, here, for example, the FTX exchange, when it went bankrupt, there was a volume of 1,000,000 bitcoins in just 4 hours. Yes, exactly 4-hour time frame is open per week. If we look at this week, what happened? There was a volume of 7,000,000 bitcoins. 7,000,000 bitcoins at different prices, naturally. Yes, here there was a bitcoin worth 20,000, and a week later it became worth 15,000. That is, and the volume indicates all the bitcoins traded in this time period. This week, the emergence of a new trend or a transition from one trend to another is also marked by volumes and a surge in volumes. For example, like here for example, our local short trend was stopped. Let's mark in red. For instance, a local, we'll say local, like a weekly, yes, let's mark in red. A short trend, a falling trend. It was stopped, and as it was stopped, volumes appeared. A surge in volumes is here. Yes, we pricked the lower limit of the trend. A significant buy-off began. Yes, that is, this primary trend. You can carry it out in different ways, yes. You can draw it like this in red, yes, I don't know, something like this. Well, we didn't know about the upper border, we only knew about the lower one. Yes, about the presence of a lower border. Like that at that moment, yes, we sort of gnaw the chart in half. The increase in volumes indicates a previous trend reversal. Yes, we had, you could say, a sideways trend. You could say a falling trend after this rally in 21. But after it, a new trend was born. The trend turned upward. Yes, we stood here for a while. But for a week we see that the trend was growing. Rising highs and lows were appearing. Yes, that's how it was. You can portray it however you want. It's purely for representation. Yes. Diagonal lines aren't that critical. Diagonal lines are important. Diagonal lines are key for us to navigate where the trend is heading. Yes, such a trend occurred. But then there was a fall on low volumes, which also indicates the added weakness of this rally, this growth. And since we had a fall on low volumes, it suggests that the previous growth was weak, and now the downward trend will continue. Even here, they bought it off. Yes, you can see how they bought it off, so to speak. The candle is half-shaped. Yes, that is half-length. The candlesticks of this one closed. But what happened? Yes, everyone wanted to buy Bitcoin then, I remember. Bitcoin, you see, at 100,000, at 200,000. But there was a drop here, naturally. Why is the volume so low here? Because no one wanted to buy Bitcoin at these levels. A significant influence, or rather, the seller. Yes, that is, short sellers. Players who either opened trades on the downside, realizing that Bitcoin was significantly overbought by other metrics that we'll examine in upcoming series. And it was clear that a significant overbought condition was underway in the market. And naturally, the volume here already went much above the attack. But we note after this huge downtrend. Yes, let's note it here. In this manner, I use such a tool, guys, because I have a lot of analytics. And I specifically need to show you a chart on Binance, because I need to show you the chart, because on, especially here. What's happening in the world? Yes, in the world, this kind of trend, yes, it doesn't matter how it happens. Like this, that is as if on a logarithmic graph, you can see it in such a way. Its execution, yes, I like to lead it through such a slope, and the idea is that the prick in the lower border of it, which was visible in these loins, yes, approximately, we signaled about a possible trend reversal. Here the volume is colossal, incredible, yes. So, if the trend has changed sideways, yes, here is such a trend. Let's mark it with another, color it sideways trend. So, Bitcoin entered the range. Yes, you can. Here it stole 1, 2, 3. Well, it doesn't matter. Once or twice. Here the impulse was stopped. Again, a huge sell-off. But the approach to the upper border, the desire to go We will return to it. I told you this on the weekly, showed on the daily time frame, the essence of technical analysis, guys, that it works on all time frames, even on 5 minutes. There are people, scalpers, yes, who build levels, volumes, trends on 5-minute charts. They set up their own indicators and make trading decisions on 5-minute charts. Yes, that exists. We don't do that. We engage more in medium-term trading, where signals are stronger, simply because naturally a higher time frame dictates to the lower one what will happen to it. Yes, naturally consisting of smaller time frames makes up a larger one, but you are a higher time frame there. Yes, 6 hours, 12, 1 day, 3 days. It will dictate the general big trend to the lower ones. And it isn't excluded that one thing can happen on smaller time frames and something else on others, and vice versa. But what is more likely is that the higher standing time frame will dictate to the lower one what to do, so to speak. Like if you opened a month, we are all growing, guys. We have a mega trend and there is no way to change it. There is no way to explain it otherwise. Yes, that is, the volumes are quite low, but the trend is upward. No matter how you put it, yes, price moves are primarily how it's formed. Yes, candlesticks, specific candlesticks, single ones, and a trend, an upward trend. Yes, the volume is small, not small, a trend is present, exists, growing. There's a rising trend, for example. Let's analyze some Ether, because I think everyone's already bored with Bitcoin, bored of watching. Here's a week of Ether, what's happening here? The exit from a huge sideways trend like that, as if when we have highs at the same place, we're still talking about some kind of sideways, even if they're rising. Yes, you could say an ascending triangle. We'll analyze in the future. These patterns, it's interesting that at the bottom the volumes are highest on a huge significant fall, yes, at high volumes. And it happens that the bottom will be indicated by the highest volume, yes. Now exactly the exit from this sideways is observed on Ether, and a powerful long movement at a high volume, which tells us about a possible continuation in the future. An interesting idea that I show in market reviews, yes, constantly. It's ZEC, yes, ZEC. Here's an ideal pattern right at the very bottom. Now this is a well-known topic, yes. That at the same price levels, yes, about which we'll talk later. Basically, it's clear here that 25 to 21 were bought back here in the past in March. And again, we return to the point that price self-similarity happens. In March, they bought heavily from there. Now we are at the same levels and they are buying heavily from here again. What happened in March after March of 20? I think you see, yes, a long powerful trend that just came out of a downtrend. What's happening here? A big downtrend is broken. Whoops, huge volumes. Yes, I mean if there were huge volumes of sellers here, people who would sell, this kind of movement would happen here. Yes, sorry for the analysis. We will analyze this separately later. This is the movement that should have happened with such a volume of coins. Actually, it already happened. Yes, I mean, if you look at a volume like that, yes, we had such a powerful drop and here it's just the same. They bought it off, they bought it here too, but truly, so to speak, yes, this kind of volume hasn't taken hold. It didn't get a foothold. And therefore, guys, volume alone isn't enough to judge it by. Yes, more specifically, you can't judge it only by the schedule. You need to go through all the points together, but independently, so to speak, individually, yes, that is, to combine them all. You need to conduct an analysis on all the points and make trading decisions from all the points that we talked about in the last lesson on technical analysis. But now, after the presence of a long downward trend and during the presence of a long upward trend on the entire broad crypto market, we can say here that we can assert with high probability that this big short trend has been stopped. Stop doesn't mean it's going to change now and suddenly skyrocket. But at its stop, two happens. Either there is sideways movement or sideways growth in a long movement. Yes, that is depending on the level, depending on the other points that we talked about earlier, I think. Alright, Zeg, you can buy some for yourself with money. Just don't forget, you should only use money you are willing to lose, okay? Come prepared to invest only with the cash you are okay with losing, Zeg. You can purchase for yourself because of this. If we look purely at trading volumes, this is the kind of movement likely to occur here. This is most likely what will happen. Thank you so much for watching. I want to recommend a stock exchange for trading. It's the Bybit exchange. It's the best exchange for people with a Russian passport, providing the highest liquidity and the minimal fees. There's also a 0% commission on P2P deposits. Clicking on the link in the description of my video, you can receive a bonus of $10 for a deposit of $100 and an incredibly generous bonus of $30,000 for a deposit of $250. $250 and your total trading volume adds up. The referral code is 63583 or you can find the link below. Register and let's dive deeper into this exchange. We'll learn more from this video series. Thank you.